Hey villagers, I actually am doing a different type of video today. Um, Today is May 31st and it is 6:59 on a Tuesday, and I have class today, so I wanted to let you guys get in a little bit of my class. So let me get signed in and then I will come back, okay?
Being with us throughout the day. We thank you for giving us the weekend to hopefully rest. And we ask that as we review our lesson, that you may open our minds and help us to understand and comprehend and help us to retain what we've hopefully read and seen and heard. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right. We are missing one person still. If I don't call your name, you're not here. Scott, Beltran, Tiva, Sarah, Samuel, Fabian, Tamara, Milad, Mercy, Gertrude, and Olga.
Yes.
All right. So we're ready to go. So, how was your assignment? Did everybody turn in their assignment?
Yes. I emailed mine to you because the Orban wouldn't allow it to be uploaded. I don't know if you got my
I've not
email.
turned it in. I thought you said we should hold on to it. I still have it.
Send it in to me. I had to update the system because it had closed you guys out.
It's still
So
closing
I
you
update the
out.
system.
You want me to turn it into your email?
And that was probably closing you out because
I went ahead and emailed it because I couldn't upload it.
Yes, I need mine to you too. I need you to submit it into the system though, because then it's not going to generate a grade; it's going to generate a 0.
Oh, well, it's still saying the same thing from last week.
Yeah. Did everyone have the same problem? I think I received some assignments. That's what I said to mine. Then so I have to go retype anything because
I sent it through the system.
So you should be able to send it to the system.
Yeah, I did it.
So everyone who's having a problem either did it before, tried before I fixed the issue, or you guys tried after it was closed.
Well, I actually been trying since last Wednesday, all the way up to Saturday 4 o'clock, and I never was able to send it in.
I stopped trying because he said we should hold on to it.
Okay. Holding on to it was until I fixed the issue. So I need you guys to go back. I need someone to try now to make sure that you're able to access it, and I need you to submit it into the system. Otherwise, it's going to generate an automatic 0.
At some point, at the bottom, it says the submission box is closed.
Yeah, because it's too late. At some point in this class, I'm going to open it right now.
Okay.
And at some point, you guys need to make sure that you submit it before the end of the day today. Okay, Professor, because mine, I had to do it on Office. So it doesn't accept, copy and paste because it's already, so I have to retype it, everything. What do you mean? Because you're not, like for instance, I did it in Word. Mine is in Word. But so how did I do that? Because I did a copy and I tried to paste it there, but it doesn't accept copy and paste, so it will not work. Once you open it, it should open in Word. You shouldn't have to copy and paste. You should be able to amend the document. Right, but so if I copied it, on Word and try to paste it, it doesn't accept that. I don't know. Paste it in what?
No.
You will.
Scott,
Yeah.
you have to save the Word document, and then once you open the document, the homework, you're gonna upload it. You're gonna upload the whole thing that you saved on your computer, and it will come as an attachment.
That's how it should come. I tried to find an attachment, yes. Because I tried to find an attachment, I couldn't find it there. Okay, So I opened the assignment for you guys again, so you guys are able to submit it because it needs to come directly to the system. Okay, so the assignment you guys had was pretty much an overall of chapters 25 and 26. We did a little bit of skin when we met last week, but the majority of it, or I should say, the chapter 25 and chapter 26 were also crucial topics for you guys to understand. So at the moment, do I have any questions?
At one point it said something about I think it was in 26 where it was saying to go in the book to look at the burn or something like that. Mm-hmm. Have you given us a book to upload to our system?
You should have a book. Do you guys not have the book?
For this course.
For this course.
No,
I don't have a book for this course.
We have the PDF, but it's very difficult to get onto the pages because book and PDF are very different.
Okay. So
well, the PDF is only 25 and 26.
No, the PDF should be the entire book. The PDF should be the entire, all 1,000 pages of the book. You guys are responsible for purchasing your own books. Your books are not included. We do not provide you books. We do give you the ebooks if we have them available. But like you mentioned, sometimes the ebook is a little more difficult to manipulate. But you guys need a book. There's no way you're gonna go through this course without a book.
Okay, I started this program last January, and I was never told that we were responsible for our books because they were always sending us our books when we weren't on Orbon. Say again?
A physical book?
They were sending us the ebook for us to download since last year. All my classes have always been.
You can still have the ebook, but a physical book, we do not provide you a physical book.
Well, what I'm saying is, where's the ebook for me to download? Is it in your message that you sent?
Email.
It was emailed to you.
I
because
didn't
it's too large a document to fit on here.
Okay, maybe I wasn't on your list of emails because I haven't received the email of an ebook.
Me either, Professor. I don't have any email on there.
So some of you received the email and some of you didn't?
I didn't receive a book.
I didn't receive anything.
Yeah, I emailed it to you after class at some point last week.
Yeah, I didn't receive it.
So those of you guys that have the book, the email, forward it over. And after class, I'll have to double check to make sure because all of you guys are on my list. So whether or not you have your correct email address is a whole different thing.
I got it.
Yeah, because I sent it to the whole class.
Yeah, 524.
Yeah.
There's one thing I will advise my fellow students to do. I just did that. I went to Amazon and rented that book for I think $17 or something like that. So go to Amazon, you rent it for $17. They will use $5 to ship it to you. You get the entire book. Pretty heavy book.
That's an option.
Professor, I have a question regarding the percentage of burn. I'm not sure if I found I was confused when you say I have the book. When I went through the reference that you gave, and I read the picture. The question say the person has a burn on the face, the right side of the face, and the head. I did not know how to calculate it like that part. Or we consider all the head, or do we have to consider a space one side of the face? I don't know. That's a question I'm going to be confused about how to calculate it. Because if it was all the head, I know it represents 9%, but because it's mentioned on the right side of the face, and I know the anterior, the anterior part is 4.5, the posterior is 4.5. So I did not see how should I calculate the percentage of the burn.
Okay. So it would depend. You would have to go The book actually shows you how to do it, but we'll go into that.
Okay.
List of things to make sure that we cover. Anything else? All right, perfect. So let's just go over it. Over your assignment very quickly.
I'm sorry, I do have one more thing to ask you. On the
Yes.
on the evolve, you want us to do the 100 questions. I sent you an email asking you which one do you want us to choose on the evolve, because there's nothing for MEDSURG.
When you're doing your NCLEX questions,
Yeah, which one do you want? Because they have they have pharmacology.
You can select it by topic. So you can do integumentary, or you can do well, integumentary should give you all the questions. So you can choose the questions based on the topic that you are studying. So it doesn't have to be med-surg specifically, but if you put the exact topic that you're studying, it gets you there.
Okay.
All right. So let's start from the beginning. Let's do chapter 25, and then we'll go over to burn. So chapter 25, and I'll put the PowerPoint up for you guys, even though I provided it already. So chapter 25 pretty much spoke about the diseases and conditions having to do with the skin. I'm referring to my book. So last week we talked a little bit about the skin. We talked about the functions of the skin, that the skin is primarily acts as a barrier. We talked about balancing, controlling temperature. We talked about fluid and electrolytes a little bit as well. We also talked about the cubitus ulcer, which we're going to talk a little bit more about because that is important and it's a topic you will probably see on your examinations. Let me pull up my PowerPoint so we are on the same page. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So pretty much, we talked about skin integrity. We talked about the fact that the skin has its primary functions. So tissue integrity is pretty much saying, if the tissue is intact. So what you guys should have reviewed in this chapter mostly is the regular conditions that are associated with the skin. And we're going to focus a lot on the cubitus ulcers and assessment and documentation. So let's start with identifying high-risk patients. I think we also covered this to an extent as well. Who are our at-risk patients when we're talking about altered skin integrity?
Elderly population.
Okay. The elderly, what else?
Infant.
Maybe. Why an infant?
Because their skin are very fragile also, in terms of care. If they can develop a rash, they can develop any skin issue if they don't have good care. They are also fragile as an elderly people. That's what I got it.
Okay, so they have fragile skin, and they also a lot of times the infants are incontinent, right?
Yeah.
So all that moisture adds additional risk for them. Who else is at risk?
Patients who's unable. Patient who's unable to move, bedbound patient, impairment mobility.
Who's speaking? This is Yolanda. Okay, perfect. Because I couldn't see you. I want to make sure you get your credit for class participation. So yes, patients who are immobile. So those people who are bedbound, those individuals who are chairbound, say that high blood pressure, right, runs in the African American population. Why can I say that? Where I can't say obese people are prone or at risk for skin integrity issues? Because that hasn't been proven. Whereas hypertension, enough studies have been done to prove that hypertension is something that's common within the African American culture. So, which brings us back full circle. If you guys remember when you studied fundamentals, when we talk about evidence-based practice. Mm-hmm. Right. So whenever we're thinking about, it's good to think outside the box because that is very true. If you think about people who are incarcerated, who don't necessarily, let's say they're all men and they don't want to bathe in a room full of other men, they may very well have skin integrity issues. That's not necessarily related to being incarcerated as much as it is related to their preference not to bathe with other men. So yeah, but a lot of time they catch MRSA, don't they? Maybe, but what is that associated with? Who catches MRSA? Why do they catch MRSA? Why is MRSA there? So somebody would have to go do the research before we can say make that association automatically. So all of my nurses, so this is good practice for you guys to go figure out what kind of studies you want to make. What happens to because your nerve is like your circulatory system. It's connected to nerves and to nerves and to nerves. So at some point there's a nerve that works, right? So unless we're talking about a person who has nerve damage, like a diabetic who has neuropathy, or someone who's quadriplegic who doesn't have nerve conduction in their legs, then that person doesn't feel the pain because the nerve is damaged. Even though there is nerve damage happening in the wound, but it stops somewhere. And that point where it stops, the person can still feel pain. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, when you are going to do these dressing changes, the patient needs to be pre-medicated. Exactly. Yes, 30 minutes before you change. If you know you're gonna do a wound care at 6 o'clock, you make sure the patient is
So my
medicated by
class is
5:30.
7 to 9, and it actually, I'm gonna
Or
say
5:15. You make sure that patient
I'm
is
impressed with
medicated
this
because
teacher.
they can
I
feel the
think
pain
this teacher
unless
is
they
maybe
have an issue with the conductivity in their nerves where
maybe the
they
second or
stop
third
feeling way
teacher
before that wound. But if the
that
damage
is
to the nerves is caused by the wound,
pretty good at
it gets
teaching
to
the
a point where
class.
there is
So
live tissue. So
I
where that
have no
live
beef
tissue
with this class. It's just
the
about
person may feel the
trying to
pain.
figure out how to
Okay.
navigate
So whenever you're doing wound care,
on the
as a matter of
Orban
fact, that's an NCLEX question.
and
That person needs to be
whatever
pre-medicated.
this thing is. So I'm gonna have to really learn how to do
Is
that
subjective. So you can't say, oh, when I told Mr.
and
Jones, he appears to be pain-free. You can't say that.
figure out how to download
Right?
this
If the patient says they're in pain, then they're in pain.
email book,
And you
this
need to
ebook she
anticipate
says she sent.
that if
But
you're going to do a wound care for the patient,
I'm
if the
gonna
patient
finish
has
this
good
class
nerve
out.
conductivity, then
I don't want to keep you guys on here for
deduce
too
that
much
it's
longer.
very
It's already
possible that
been
that patient may be in
18,
pain.
almost
And
19
what's the best
minutes.
thing to say? Mr. Jones, I'm here to do your
So
wound care,
I'll put you guys
whatever.
on hold. I'll
Can
be
you please
back.
tell me,
So class just ended, guys. I'm so slow. I'm trying to tell you guys, when I tell you guys that it's a challenge navigating this system, I don't know why it's a challenge because I'm pretty good with computers. Um, yeah. So I wasn't receiving information because I wasn't on the list. So that was one issue. But I'm so slow, y'all, because the person who was teaching our class today, I don't know why I didn't even recognize her. But she's the one that I told you guys a couple of videos back. She's the one that actually met with me at the school and told me that she would help me navigate through the system. So I had such a good experience with her, and that's why I decided to go back into the school. So that was my instructor tonight, and love her. I can't even say enough. If there were more teachers like her in the school, the communication is superb. Um, the teaching, superb. Um, there's no, it's not a tense types atmosphere. So, yeah, I don't know how I forgot who she was because the dimples. Oh, I always remember people with dimples. I'm bad with names, but I remember dimples. Or I remember certain things about people that makes me remember them. So anyway, I had an excellent class tonight. Um, uh, God willing, the book will come. The ebook will come because I did not receive the ebook. But she's gonna send me the ebook, and I was having issues up. What do you call it? Uploading my assignment last week because I've been trying to upload my homework since last Wednesday and I wasn't able to. So she just opened it up again. So I was able to upload it. But the problem is, I don't know if it will be able to read or recognize from my iPad. And that's the one thing I'm noticing with the Orban. Excuse me, y'all. With the Orban, um, I don't think it always accepts iPads. And so I'm just wondering, was it a disservice to myself purchasing an iPad? Um, because I think you need like to upload the assignments via Window because most people use Window and PDF. And maybe I'm just slow in that aspect because Um, I'm still trying to figure out these different things in my book. Hold on, let me see if I can pull them up so y'all can see it. Okay, I'm back. So in my iPad, I made sure that I put everything here that I use for school. And I have the notes, the pages. I try and save everything in the files. I have the book. So all my books get downloaded into the books, like for pharmacology and stuff like that. So, like with my assignments, I try typically to do my assignments in notebook. But the problem is, I don't know if it's uploadable because when it's when I upload it, I don't know if it's going in PDF form or not. So I don't know, should I be saving it somewhere else on, I don't know, y'all. If y'all know how to navigate this iPad situation, I think I really need to start going on YouTube and looking up how to navigate on an iPad because I'm having a difficult time as far as making sure assignments get turned in or making sure I'm sending them if it needs to be sent in what do you call it? One of those zip things or a PDF form or Word. And I don't believe iPads come with Word. I think that's a separate thing that you have to purchase. For iPad, but I don't know. I'm gonna go into it and see if I can find it. I thought that purchasing an iPad with the pen was gonna help because you can write on the iPad, like when you want to do notes and stuff like that. But I'm finding that with assignments, maybe it wasn't such a great um, decision because of the program that I'm in. Maybe it would have been easier to use an iPad if I was like at one of the community colleges or something like that. But y'all, the struggle is real. Um, Navigating this system because I don't know. Anyway, you guys see my mind, my process, and that's why you guys don't really see me much on uploading these videos because your girl is having some issues navigating the internet highway. I'm a communicator, y'all. I like to talk face to face, and I know 100% that I am an in-class student. Why? Because that's how I grew up, learning in class, sitting at the front of the class, and engaging with my professors or my instructors, and having feedback, us going back and forth, having dialogue. That's how I learn, and then also I learn by seeing and touching and doing. Um, this whole internet thing, I'm not going to say is not for me, and I'm not going to say that I can't learn that way because it's a process, and I'm going to have to evolve and learn how to acclimate basically on um, the new way of learning, especially with this whole panty that has happened. It has changed the way we learn. So, not to mention, y'all, I'm going to have to be driving to Miami to get my skills in. I don't know. I'm right at this moment overwhelmed. My head is so heavy. My mind is so heavy. I'm overwhelmed by how to do all of this. And at some points it feels like maybe it's better for me to move to Miami. I don't know. But I don't want to move to Miami because the lifestyle, that's not my lifestyle. I'm so laid back, y'all, that Miami is so fast paced and so um just go, 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 go. It's like that New York mentality. And I'm not that girl. I might be one of those girls that belong on a farm because I need things to go at a slower pace um, for me to catch on. And it's not to say that, I'm stupid or anything like that. I'm not stupid. But it's just everybody learns in their own way. Everybody has their own. It's like, you know, some people's body digests carb well. Some people digest fat better. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, my little chunky self, I don't digest carbs like most people. And to me, this whole Zoom internet world is like my body digesting carbs. We gonna have to take some special enzymes to help us to assist in digesting, you know, carbs. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Yeah, I'm just feeling so heavy in the brain right now because I have to figure this thing out. Yeah, I have to figure out quickly because this ain't no joke. I'm doing advanced MEDSURG right now because, like I said, I'm already an LPN. So we're doing advanced MEDSURG. I don't have to do like some people do MEDSURG 1 and MEDSURG 2. Um, because being an LPN is like you already have already done all the fundamentals and everything um, in your last program as when you went through LPN. So you already should know all of those. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk another day. I'm tired now. I'm so mentally fatigued right now for doing this. There has to be an exercise or a vitamin, some ginkgo biloba, something that I could take. Like I need some weights for my brain to lift, something. I'm going to have to get out and do some 2-mile walks. Need to breathe in some oxygen because we need to be moving a little bit faster than we're moving. Anyway, guys, remember, God loves you, and so do I. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you are enjoying me bringing you along on this journey. I hope to do better at making more videos, and I hope this video wasn't too long for you guys. Love you guys. Take care. Oh, and thank you for all my new subscribers, and thank you for everyone that is supporting me and sending me all these awesome vibes and awesome messages and comments. I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you. My villagers, I love you. I love you, and I can't thank you enough.